welcome back to the channel. We're going to do something a little different today. I picked up cast iron, which anybody knows me knows I love cast iron. I do not have this piece. It is a muffin pan, cupcake pan, whatever you want to call it. Picked it up at a flea market, gave 20 bucks for it. There's no name on the back, it's generic. But you can tell that the person that owned it prior to this didn't take real good care of it. Different thicknesses of the seasoning in it. Some places the seasoning are pretty light. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take it, we're going to throw it in the old fire, we're going to burn out all the seasoning, and we're going to re-season it up using good old lard. So let's get started. I just want to start getting some heat into this piece. Basically, we're just gonna let this sit in here. Probably let it go for an hour, whatever it takes. We'll move it around, get rid of all the seasoning on it. Logs will burn down. We're less than 5 minutes into this, and all the seasoning's already off of these two here. So you can see, I'm not sure if you can see or not through all the smoke, but it's also starting to blister here and here. Like I said, that was not a very good seasoning that was on this pan. Looked like somebody just wanted to get a little bit of oil on it, just so they could sell it. We get done with this, we'll have it all oiled up and we will use it for the rest of our lives. You see it's about halfway done right now. Let it go for about another 20 minutes. Then we'll let it cool down and then we'll start working on it in a little bit. Been about 25 minutes in the fire, let's see what it looks like. All cooked on. All we're going to do is let it cool down gradually. Then we'll go back to seasoning it. Then it gets right there, let it cool down a little slower, then just pulling it out. Do not drop it in water or you will shatter them. So we'll just let that cool down a little bit. Pull the pulls over here away from it. Okay, we now got our cupcake pan nice and cooled down. All the seasoning's burned out of it. So what we're going to do now is We've got scouring pads, buy at Dollar Tree. Get 5 of them for $1. Cut it down, make it a little more easier to handle. Pan full of water. We're going to go in here. We're just going to clean out any of the remaining debris that's left in here. Any ashes from the fire. Take it, we're going to dry it off, all the water off of it. Might get a slight hint of rust on your egg, that's fine. What we're going to do now is we're going to throw it. You can either set it over top of the fire or put it back on like a grill or something, just to get a little bit of heat in here. Once we get it hot enough, you don't want to hold it real long, but you can still manage to hold it. Then we'll come back and we'll start putting some seasoning on it. Alright, we've now got some heat into our pan, so next thing we're going to do is get a lint-free rag, a little bit of lard. What I'll do is the first season or two of this, I'll use lard. And then after that, I switch over to olive oil. Lard's been used for centuries, so don't see an issue with using it. Just olive oil is more of what we use now in today's diet. So we're just going to put a little bit on. This is something you don't want to put heavy amounts on. You just want to put a light little layer on. And then we'll put it over on the fire, let it soak in for a little bit. And then we'll come back and we'll do it one more time. I think the wife's going to make some biscuits in here later on. Like I said, you don't want any pooling or anything like that. You just want to put a light little layer and you want to coat the entire pan. You don't want it hot enough that you melt the rag, but you just want it warm enough that it's going to let this fat absorb into the pores. And as you continuously heat it up and down, every time you use it, it will actually pull more and more of the fat and lard or oil deeper in the pores, and that's what will cause you, that is what will give you your non-stick finish. Shouldn't have any pooling of any grease or anything down here. So now we're going to flip it over and we'll do the back side. Get it through and do just the same length. Make sure you get everything. And make sure you work down into all the nooks and crannies. Whatever doesn't get any fat or oil on it will rust on you. And once it starts to rust, the best thing is just start over. Happy with the seasoning? We'll put it back on the fire for a little bit. What the initial seasoning will look like. Go through and we'll do another one here. Put this on the fire for about a half hour. Second seasoning of the cupcake pan. Just a slow fire, nothing big, nothing raging. Just putting some heat into it. Don't that look good? Biscuits and steak. Ain't nothing better than over a campfire. Yes, and you're seeing it right. 5 of them have foil linings in it. Mine are garlic, and my wife does not like garlic, so this is how we separate the two, so she can tell which one's hers. But outside of that, everything looks good. As you can see, the cupcake pan is doing really well. Steak looks phenomenal. Muffins are looking good. I am getting ready to eat some of this. Look at that. Look at that, nice how it just comes right out. That is what a cast iron pan should do, right there. Pick straight up, no stick. When we get done, we'll let it cool back down, wash it all up. I hit it with a little bit of olive oil spray, dry it back off, and it'll be good for the next time. More biscuits to come, that's for sure. Now it's time to eat. Have a good evening. GoPro off.